Greystone Mansion is a 46,000 square foot house, and was constructed in 1928 by Edward Doheny, an oil tycoon. Doheny is primarily remembered today as the inspiration for the movie, There Will Be Blood. The mansion cost over $4 million to build at the time, over $50 million in today's money, making it one of the most expensive houses in the world at the time. It has been used for filming for such movies as Spider-Man, The Big Lebowski, Witches of Eastwick, The Bodyguard, and many other movies and TV programs. The lavish home was built as a gift from Doheny Sr. to his son Ned. Doheny and his wife Lucy moved into Greystone Mansion in 1928. At first everything seemed to be perfect. Then in 1929, all that drastically changed. On the night of February 16, 1929, Doheny was found dead in a guest bedroom in the east wing of the mansion, alongside his longtime friend and hired assistant, Hugh Plunkett. Lucy, Ned's wife, said that Hugh had let himself into the mansion with his own key, and made his way to the east wing. She said she wasn't alarmed until she heard a single gunshot. Lucy did not call the police but instead called the family doctor, E.C. Fishbaugh, and the two approached the east wing room. Outside they allegedly found Hugh, holding a gun and looking upset and confused. He immediately rushed back into the bedroom, and another shot was fired. When the two entered, they discovered the bodies of both men. When the police arrived, things did not seem normal. Witnesses' testimonies seemed rehearsed, and the sequencing of events seemed abnormal. Why had Lucy first called the family doctor, rather than the police? Why had the bodies been moved from their original place? Why were the police called at 2 a.m., when the shots were fired between 11 o'clock and 11:30 p.m.? How could Hugh have shot himself in the back of his head, in a position that seemed extremely difficult for a supposed suicide? Within 36 hours, the police reached the conclusion that the deaths had happened just as Lucy Doheny said they did. Although the detectives were divided with this decision, the case was declared closed. One rumor that arose after the deaths was that Ned and Hugh had been lovers and that the deaths were a result of a fight related to their relationship. This story gained much traction, with some believing that Lucy had walked in on the two men, and shot them both herself. A year to the day after her husband's death, Lucy remarried, and she and her new husband continued to live at Greystone, raising her 5 children she had with Ned. She sold the home in 1955. The mansion changed hands several times since. In 1976, Greystone Mansion was added to the National Register of Historic Places, ensuring its preservation. For nearly 20 years, the city leased the building to the American Film Institute. Strangely, the mansion was used to film scenes for Ghostbusters 2 and Death Becomes Her, as well as scarier films like Picture Mommy Dead. Towards the end of her life, the 100-year-old Lucy moved into a 5,000 square foot home, where she dressed up every day, then sat, waiting, in a wing-back chair with her handbag. Some say that she was waiting for her judgment day, claiming she had lifelong guilt what happened that night. It is said that the house is haunted by Lucy, as well as by Ned and Hugh. Many eyewitness accounts have claimed they have seen, or had strange as well as paranormal events happen while they were in the house. One such incident that occurred during the filming of the movie, National Treasure Book of Secrets, starring Nicolas Cage. One evening after filming had ended for the day, the sound man decided to leave his equipment on all night to see if they could catch anything on tape. The recording revealed some unexplained occurrences. In the middle of the night, there was a loud noise sounding like a gunshot, followed by something falling over, and the sound of something being dragged across the floor. When the sound man and the crew returned the next morning, there was no evidence of anything being moved or anyone being in the house. Visitors have reported seeing visions of men walking around the bedroom, where the murder-suicide happened, as well as some ghastly pools of blood that disappear as they are approached. Other witnesses report ghostly apparitions of a black-cloaked figure believed to be Lucy, looking out through windows, several feet above standing height. They have also reported smelling traces of lilac perfume, the same kind of perfume Lucy wore when she was alive. One security guard reportedly ran from the house, never to return, after hearing footsteps, voices, and seeing doors opening and shutting, lights flickering, and objects moving. It has been reported that other security guards have seen and heard the same. Several quit after the incidents. The site has been visited over the years by many different paranormal groups, as well as paranormal researchers. Several have stated that the Greystone Mansion is one of the most haunted places they have encountered, and the energy in the house was very strong. What are your thoughts on the Greystone Mansion? Let us know in the comments below. Also, if you have suggestions about future videos you would like to see, then let us know also in the comments.